Hey, I hope you guys are having a great day. I want to talk to you today about 5 things I learned in the military that helped me become a successful trucking business owner and a successful entrepreneur all around the board. The military is very near and dear to my heart. Even if I was offered a full ride scholarship to Yale or Harvard or one of those elite schools like that, I would still choose to go to the military. If I could go back and take a different path, my decision would still be the same, even though there was no way I was getting into Harvard or Yale. Let me just put that out there. I don't want it to be any confusion. But let's get right into those 5 things. So number 1 is network with everyone, even if they're different from you. You have to start learning to network with everyone. So when I joined the Navy, I was in a room with 80 other sailors in boot camp. And not everyone looked like me. Not everyone was from the same part of the country as me. Not everyone was the same age as me. But that's when I learned to network and to get along with everyone, no matter who they are, no matter what they look like. And that has made my business phenomenal. It has made my life phenomenal because I don't pay attention to the news, what the news puts out there, and try to separate everyone. That's what they're trying to do to us. And I know that, but I take what I learned in the Navy and in the Army, and I network with everyone, especially if you guys want those direct shippers. You have to get out, start talking to people, shaking hands, no matter what they look like, how old they are, how old you are. It doesn't matter. Business is business. Network with everyone, guys. So the second one I have here is take charge. Take charge. When I was in the Army, I remember a time I was a sergeant, a non-commissioned officer. I was letting some privates goof off without doing anything about it. It was about 50 privates. I was the only non-commissioned officer around. Staff Sergeant King walked into the room, quickly identified me as the non-commissioned officer, the highest ranking guy in the room, and called me over. Staff Sergeant King said, "Sergeant West, get over here." I quickly ran over to Staff Sergeant King, said, "Yes, Sergeant," popped to parade rest, said, "Yes, Sergeant." And this is what he told me. I never forget it. He told me, "Sergeant West, I don't care where you are, if you're in training, if you're in combat, or if you're somewhere back at home. When you show up, you take charge." And that has stuck with me in my family life, in my finances, and in my business. When I show up, I take charge. I don't wait on anyone because I feel like in all those things, family, business, finances, everything is my fault. Everything that happens, every little detail is my fault. So I'm going to take charge. I'm not going to wait on anyone. I'm going to take charge and make it happen. Number 3, utilize every minute of the day. You have to use every minute. In the military, we utilize every minute. If something needs to be done, if we have a short time span to do something, we're going to utilize every minute. I first learned that back in boot camp in the Navy. When I was in line for chow, we had to have our books open studying. So it was no downtime. Same thing in trucking, no downtime. If you're sitting waiting to get loaded, I guarantee you can do something. You can go shake hands with that next trucker over there. He might know something that you don't. You might can network with him. If it's going to take an hour to get loaded, if the shipper doesn't open for an hour or 2, you can start walking around, start going to some other shippers in the area, shaking hands, trying to get direct shippers. So utilize every minute. There is no downtime. Number 4, lead by empowerment. Probably one of my favorites. When I say lead by empowerment, the way I like to lead, I don't like to micromanage because when I was an employee, I didn't like being micromanaged. So why would I want to micromanage one of my employees or one of my owner operators? I believe in empowering everyone that works alongside of me. So one of my most recent owner operators, he's been leased on to the company about 2 weeks now. He wants more direct shippers. He came to me, talked to me about that. He also told me some brokers who we booked him some loads with said they always have freight moving out of certain areas. So I told him, well, let's get together, reach out to that broker, reach out to some shippers and get some direct shippers because he wants to be home every weekend. And I believe that is possible, especially with direct shippers or even just with loads we have set up with brokers where we don't have to get on the load board. We just know we're going to be moving that load every week. So I like to empower my owner operators to find those direct shippers, to network with brokers. When they're on the load and a broker calls them about something, hey, network with them. I like to empower them. I don't want to be involved in everything they have going on every minute of the day. So I know if I empower my owner operators, empower my dispatchers, that would just grow the company's strength. So you have to learn to lead by empowerment. The fifth and last, learn from everyone. In the military, I learned to learn from everyone. Even if I had a leader who I didn't like so well, I learned that I can learn something from that person. If it was a private, maybe that private wasn't the most high-speed private, but I guarantee I could learn something from him or her. Same in trucking. You can learn from everyone. I can learn from you. You can learn from me. You can learn from the next trucker. So use every opportunity to learn something. Hey guys, so that was 5 things I learned in the military that helps me out every day in business. Hey, thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe.